Welcome to the Mickey Updates podcast, starring Ed, Rob, Chris, and Travis. You've arrived at your destination for the latest happenings in Orlando news and reviews. There's much to learn about this beautiful global city, and there are four guys willing to explain their expertise to give you this knowledge from the world-famous Walt Disney World to the wonderful SeaWorld. The Mickey Updates podcast has your dose of the latest goings-on in the Central Florida region. Now let's welcome the four guys featured on this podcast, Ed, Chris, Travis, and Rob.
Alrighty, everybody. We're live here on YouTube and Periscope. And we're recording for iTunes and all kinds of other places. We're having a good night. I apologize in advance if I sound a little out of it because I'm just getting over something, but we are here live. So we are having a good time. Lots of stuff to talk about this week. Lots of news stuff to talk about this week. Lots of things going on, and I want to mention too before we get started here. If you haven't heard me mention it enough, excuse me. If you haven't heard me mention it before, you have to check us out not only on iTunes and on the Mickey Updates podcast is on iTunes and our website, Mickeyupdates.com, live on YouTube. We saved the, of course, broadcast on YouTube. We're also live on Periscope. But if you haven't heard me say, I'm on another podcast, which is actually on, or I shouldn't say podcast, it's a radio show. I'm actually on a tourism radio show. I am one of the hosts on the Orlando Tourism Report, which is now on FM radio. WPRK on Thursdays, 91.5. So definitely check that out. It is a great time, and I will tell you more about that after I thank our sponsor here, MapleLeafTickets.com. They've been providing discount Orlando area attraction tickets for more than 30 years. Visit them today at MapleLeafTickets.com or call 1-800-841-2837. That's 1-800-841-2837. So yeah, WPRK 91.5. You can listen to me on the FM if you live in the Orlando area. If not, you can go to WPRK.org and there's instructions on there on how to listen on the go. We are on Thursdays from 10 a.m. to noon. You can listen to us on the radio. It's me and Ken Story, and Brian and a few other people, Brian Wayne and a few other people on there. And our guest this week, we have a good guest lined up for this week. So it should be a really fun radio show. So check it out. 2 hours on Thursdays. It's pretty great. So awesome stuff. And why I didn't unmute Caitlin is beyond me.
Oh, come on. That's so sad.
Caitlin is here.
I'm here.
And we want to thank her for being beautiful and amazing and pretty all the time.
Oh, my gosh.
And so much more than that. My fiance. Hello, fiance.
Hi, honey. I love you.
I love you too. All right. Moving on from that gross moment, which apparently grosses people out.
Yeah.
We're going to go into the news of the week. But before we did that, I want to make an announcement here. If you're watching this live, it's Thursday at about 9:41 right now. So if you are watching this live, make sure that you tune into the Jimmy Fallon show tonight. Hold on one second. If you are watching live right now, there's going to be a special announcement tonight on Jimmy Fallon. If you are a Universal fan, you should tune in. Jimmy Fallon tonight.
It's Tuesday? You said it was Thursday. It's happening tonight?
It's happening tonight.
Okay.
Today is Tuesday, yes. It's happening tonight.
Okay.
Did I say Thursday?
You did. You said it was Thursday today.
Oh, I said it was Thursday?
You did.
Oh, today is not Thursday. Today is Tuesday, yes. But there is an announcement tonight on Jimmy Fallon. So just watch Jimmy Fallon if you like Universal. There you go. There's my rumor for the day. And I'll leave the rest to Ed. All right, moving on. I'm just telling you that now because I am sleepy. Yes. I'm still getting over something. I apologize in advance. The only reason I'm telling you this, guys, is because it's 9:41 now. So you can watch it soon, 11:30. I'll watch the show, which it's a good show nonetheless. Jimmy Fallon is fantastic. A lot of the skits are just are hilarious. All right, so moving on, we're going to go into the news of the week here at. We're going to start with Walt Disney World. Let's see here, and this is totally live, guys. We are live, so I'm going to cut this part out, but I apologize for anything in advance that happens on the live feed tonight. Ed, keep me in line. Caitlin, keep me in line.
I'll keep you in line. Should I be concerned?
I don't think you shouldn't be concerned. No, just
okay.
Any sounds like that or something.
Oh, you're fine.
Okay, let's just have a break of silence real fast. All right, moving on. Actress Bellamy Young visited Walt Disney World this week. She's from ABC's Scandal and ABC's The Chew. She was a guest on ABC The Chew, so she was at the park this week. Noah Galloway visited Walt Disney World this week, and my mic has decided it's not going to work today. Hello, Mike. Hello, Mike. Okay, we're going to pause this. Hello, Mike. Okay. Hello. Check. This mic really drives me nuts. Hold on, guys. All right, we're back, and I'm gonna give myself a break right here, so I can fix this. Cut this out. All right, actress Bellamy Young visited Walt Disney World this week from ABC's The Scandal. She visited Walt Disney World as a guest on ABC's The Chew. Noah Galloway visited Walt Disney World this week. A military veteran, Noah Galloway, a contestant on season 20 of ABC's Dancing with the Stars, is on vacation with family at Walt Disney World Resort. All remaining dates for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party are sold out. Eat to the Beat concerts are coming up. Dennis DeYoung and Jody Messina are coming up these next few nights. Concerts take place at 5:30, 6:45, and 8 p.m. Soarin' at Epcot to close for lengthy refurbishment next year. The attraction will close January 4th, 2016 through summer 2016, and we'll come back with the new Soaring Over the World movie. And a new theater. Germany Pavilion's model railroad has reopened after its refurbishment at Epcot, and it looks fantastic. We saw that the other day.
It does look good.
Kowal, Japan's Cute Culture is a new exhibit that opened in the Japan Pavilion at Epcot that celebrates the country's culture of cute, and it is the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life, and it scares me immensely. A Rebab Fusion debuts, and it really does. It's creepy.
I think it's cute.
Debuts in the Moroccan Pavilion at Epcot for limited time. You can catch Rebab Fusion at the Morocco Pavilion Wednesday through Sunday through January 2nd, 2016. I'll have to check them out soon. Minnie's seasonal dine at Hollywood and Vine to be offered year-round. The dinner parties will change with the seasons, with each one offering new music, decor, costumes, menu items, and interactive musical moments. That sounds like fun. This is something I'm seeing Thursday. 3 water buffalo have been introduced to the Mahara Jungle Trek at Disney's Animal Kingdom. That'll be fun to see that. The Star Wars Force Awakens opening night event is happening at Disney Springs. If you haven't already got tickets for that, it is sold out. Yep, you're correct, Ed. It is sold out already. which is craziness, but that is the case. It sold out really fast too. Celebrity chef Bayless to open Mexican restaurant in Disney Springs, opening in 2016. Frontera Fresco will showcase the gourmet Mexican cuisine that has made Chef Bayless a culinary legend. I'm excited about that. Anytime there's new Mexican food, I'm extremely excited because I'm all about Mexican food. All about Mexican food. 28 in Maine. Men's clothing line will be available starting November 6th inside the trophy room at Marketplace Co-op in Disney Springs. Flying Fish is closing soon for a lengthy refurbishment, January 31st for another lengthy refurbishment. I'm excited about this co-op thing for men. There usually is never any clothing for men. They used to have thank you, Sky Tyler, on Periscope. There used to be a clothing line for men that had like dressy shirts, like Oxford shirts with like Mickey on them and stuff, and it was really fantastic. And they don't have that anymore, and I still have a few of those shirts, and they were like my favorite thing. I would wear them to when I worked where I had to dress up. I would wear them all the time. They were fantastic.
You should wear them now.
I can't because they're all just worn out.
No, that's sad.
They're like 5 years old. They stopped doing this line like 5 years ago. It was awesome. Gasparilla Island Grill at Disney's Grand Floridian Resort and Spa is now serving city-themed gourmet hot dogs each day of the week. Now, this one shocked me. This one didn't shock me. It seems really stupid. I don't know why they don't do the same hot dogs every day. But Sunday you can get a Cleveland dog. Monday is Seattle. Tuesday is Kansas City. Wednesday is Memphis. Thursday is Idaho. Friday is New York, and Saturday is Chicago. I don't know why they don't just have the dogs, the same amount of dogs every day. But hey, it is what it is. So there you go.
Veggie dogs would be nice too.
Well, we'll see. That would be nice. I don't know when that would happen.
Never.
Universal Orlando Resorts news. Austin Mahone recently visited Universal Orlando Resort. During his visit, he experienced the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, Diagon Alley, and Hogsmeade Despicable Me, Minion Mayhem Ride, Hollywood Ride Rocket, and Halloween Horror Nights 25. And there is his full day at the park, as we all wanted to know about his full day. The 25th anniversary concert series returns to Universal Orlando Resort this fall. The 25th anniversary concert series returns to Universal Orlando Resort this fall. November 14th is Jason Derulo. November 21st is Colby Calais. November 22nd is Flo Rida. November 27th is Carly Rae Jepsen. Carly Rae Jepsen. I can't.
Yeah, I want to go see her.
I don't know who any of these people are. Except for Flo Rida and Jason Derulo. I know who those are. And November 28th is Daughtry. So there you go. Okay.
Gordon.
No. Here. Flo Rida.
Flo Rida.
Flo Rida. I don't know.
Otherwise known as Florida.
Pretty much.
That's funny. That's funny. I'm so funny.
He did get sued because of that. All right, moving on. In this podcast where I apologize because I'm sick. But Bob Costas and team of top NBC Sports commentators. Someone asked me on Periscope here if I'm always kissing Caitlin on the side, and no, I'm not. I'm actually blowing my nose on the side. I'm just gonna come out and say it. That's what I've been doing. Caitlin is in Orlando, and I'm here.
I'm in Davenport.
So, if I was there, I would be kissing her and blowing my nose before I kissed her.
I would hold the tissue for you.
But okay, we're going to move on now because
I'm dying.
Because I'm like, I just, ooh, I should have waited on this. Okay. All right, moving on. I'm going to take a quick second break so I know to cut this out. Bob Costas and team of the top NBC sports commentators join Universal Orlando to celebrate the grand opening of NBC Sports Grill and Brew. Costas, Collinsworth, Ward, and Teofa were joined by these NBC sports commentators to open the Universal Orlando Resort or Universal Orlando Resort's NBC Sports Grill and Brew, and it actually looks really good. The food looks really good there, and they have some vegetarian options for Caitlin.
Yay!
I forget what, but there were some vegetarian options, and it actually looks like an interesting place that I'd like to go and check out. So
We can go.
Busch Gardens Tampa welcomes baby white rhino. A female southern white rhinoceros calf was born at Busch Gardens Tampa October 16th. The calf is healthy and is currently being cared for by mom, with the Busch Gardens animal care team watching closely. The Busch Gardens care team has helped open a new rescue center in Panama. They did that recently. WestJet has revealed a new custom painted aircraft inspired by Disney's Frozen. And the Disney Cruise Line unveils ports and itineraries for early 2017. Disney Cruise Line returns to favorite destinations in the Caribbean and Bahamas on a variety of itineraries, most from popular Florida ports. Limited time engagements in San Juan, Puerto Rico, and Galveston, Texas complete the lineup for the first part of the year. Disney chairman and CEO Bob Iger, enters a Broadcasting and Cable Hall of Fame. Treasures from the Disney Vault will air October 28th, starting at 8 p.m. on TCM. I always love when they do this. Three Little Pigs, Ghost of Biloxi Hall, Frankenweenie, Lonesome Ghost, and the Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad. So there we go. I like all of these. Three Little Pigs, I got to watch that. And if you didn't catch it, check our website. You can see the Star Wars trailer, which is awesome. And I might have needed a moment after watching that trailer because it was the ultimate of fandom for any geek. And it was like the best thing I've seen. The original Frankenweenie, yes. So if you haven't seen the Star Wars trailer, see the Star Wars trailer because you're going to be extremely pleased with it. So, with that being said, I'm going to send it over to Ed with the weather and Twitter segment.
Starting with Wednesday, October 28th, it's going to be thunderstorms with a high of 82 and a low of 68 with an 80% chance of rain. Then Thursday, partly cloudy with a high of 85 and a low of 62 with a 20% chance of rain. Then on Friday, it's going to be mostly sunny, high of 85 and a low of 65 with a 0% chance of rain. And on Saturday, mostly sunny with a high of 87 and a low of 67 with a 10% chance of rain. On Sunday, mostly sunny with a high of 88 and a low of 67 with a 10% chance of rain. As far as rumors, now yes, I kind of have a guess what they're going to talk about on Valentine's night, but since a lot of people are probably going to be listening to the show afterwards, I'm not going to go into it. Then I'm going to say one thing, that Twister, last day to ride it is going to be November 1st.
November 1st, I heard that too.
Yes.
And November 2nd is the day that's out. So bye-bye to Twister. If you're a fan of Twister.
Oh, how sad.
I am unfortunately the only thing I'm a fan of in that whole attraction is that opening scene with the bad acting of Bill Paxton and Helen Hunt, and the fact that they have to have two screens in there because they were so mad at each other that they couldn't film in the same location together. So they have to have two separate videos. So
Bill Paxton is awesome. Continue.
I don't think we can get married anymore.
I was being sarcastic, silly.
Okay, I'm glad. You scared me for a minute there.
Don't be silly.
Mostly pausing because I'm sick. I would have come back a lot faster from that. No, Bill Paxton is horrible, and he is the bane of my existence on that ride because he just wants his check, and everybody knows it. So
I agree.
And people are going to pine and mourn that fact that Twister is closing and be upset, and that's fine. But I'm just not I'm not one of those ones. There's not too many things that I'll get upset for. There's really nothing at Universal that I would get upset for. I think except if they got rid of ET, I would be upset about that. But other than that, I could care less about anything else in that park.
You just want to take Ella on it and be silly.
And stuff. No, ET is for me the only reason I would keep ET is because it's original. It's from the original. It's the last original ride at Universal Studios.
That makes sense.
So that's why I like it.
Okay.
Simpsons, yes. Simpsons, I would die if they got rid of Simpsons because
really,
it's like my favorite area, and I love being over there and just listening to the songs and naming what episode the songs are from, and what the songs are, because I love Simpsons so much.
So,
it's like my favorite thing in the whole.
No, I'm struggling with this because you love Back to the Future. So how are you okay with the Simpsons being in it? Do you really like the Simpsons better than Back to the Future?
I like them. Simpsons is like my number one thing of all time.
I'm not a Simpsons fan. I just don't find them funny. I find the animation upsetting.
I'm sorry.
I forgive you. I'm for them getting rid of Simpsons, bringing Back to the Future. I'm pretty sure that would draw in much larger crowds in general.
I don't think so because
it would.
A lot of the younger generation has no idea what Back to the Future is.
Perfect. It's a great opportunity for a learning experience.
Maybe, but
I think
Simpsons
October
is still
20.
on the TV.
I think October 21st was the learning experience.
Yeah.
Well,
now they know about it. Now they're gonna go crazy if they bring it back. It would just be a wise decision on Universal's part. I might even renew my pass if that happened. As of right now, I'm not planning on it.
I have to say, the reason to keep Simpsons is Duff.
Why Duff?
A lot of people like it.
Oh, the Duff beer?
Yes.
That's true.
I think one thing Universal really
Fast Food Boulevard is very popular.
Yes, I think the one thing people really like at Universal is their themed beers.
Well, that Fast Food Boulevard, I mean, the people could care less about the ride now because the ride's been there forever.
Mm-hmm.
But the whole theming of Springfield, I think, attracts people to that area a lot. So
I guess I could see it. I would just much prefer there to be Back to the Future because it is much less upsetting to me.
I'm sorry, honey. We'll put it where Mummy is. We'll replace Mummy with Back to the Future.
I would be okay with that. Mummy, you wait in a ridiculous line and it's over before you're done like blinking your eyes. That's my view on Mummy.
Yeah. I would agree with that. It's still a decent coaster though.
It's okay.
Stands with Caitlin. No. What is this? Says Periscope stands with Caitlin.
Yeah, Periscope. Thank you.
I'd rather have Simpsons. I'm wearing a Simpsons shirt. Heck, I'm wearing a Simpsons shirt right now. I'm wearing a Homer Simpson shirt right now.
Can you take it off?
No, I cannot.
Okay.
That would violate some type of agreement with YouTube or something. I don't know. All right. Well, moving on from whatever that was. Because I'm delirious and remember none of this tomorrow. None of this tomorrow. Oh boy.
You should explain why you won't remember it, honey. It's because you're not feeling well.
Oh, I've said it like 5 times.
I think you should probably just reiterate that.
Oh, yes. I'm a little sick tonight. I will remember none of this in the morning probably. But it'll be fun to relive this broadcast on my laptop.
Oh gosh.
All right, moving on from that. We are going to talk about. I'm going to have Caitlin because she's going to help me out here.
I'll help you.
We've been out and about.
Yeah.
And we had a really good experience recently at one of my favorite restaurants on property, which is Trails End. And I want Caitlin to talk about that. Caitlin, take it away.
Okay. And I'm turning on the Periscope now, so if anyone has questions, I can say anything. Okay. So we went to Trails End. We've actually been twice recently. But
talk about the first one, which is the
yeah,
party.
the first one. All your friends threw us like an awesome engagement party. It was really cool. It was a surprise. And they brought us to Trails End, which is one of our favorite places. And I think probably the reason why I like it so much, I mean, it's an awesome value for the money. But I love it so much because I'm a vegetarian. And as a vegetarian, Disney doesn't have a ton of great options. It's typically like some weird vegetable sandwich, a garden burger, or a grilled cheese. But here there's a specific chef, Chef TJ, and he's pretty much amazing. He'll show you everything on the buffet that's actually vegetarian already, but he'll also bring you out extra stuff. So we had a member of our group who's vegan. So he brought out a bunch of stuff specifically for her that we could share. It was big enough for like multiple people to share. And I like to eat. I could eat like 12 plates. And he's still, it was still big enough, like I said, where I was able to share. And I'm not really excited about sharing food most of the time. But it was perfect. I was happy to share because it was enough. Anyways, I think my favorite things that he brought out were there was this.
Means like enough for like 7 people.
Correct. So enough for 7 people. So I was good sharing it down the middle. I love you too. Okay. So okay, so the tofu was really, really, really good. He brought out tofu. I don't know what exactly type of sauce was on it or what, but it was just the best tofu I've ever eaten in my entire life. There was noodles and some veggies with it. It was really good. And then my favorite thing that he brought out was tempura vegetables. I love broccoli, and he brought a bunch of tempura broccoli out with this like a glaze over, like a sauce. It was so incredible. Just one of the best things I've ever eaten in my entire life. So I definitely love Trails End. We went for breakfast too last week.
I can attest that the tofu that was on the plate with the big giant crispy thing and like the noodles and all that was amazingly good.
Didn't you have like 2 pieces or something? You ate like half of my allotment.
I did eat half of your allotment.
You did.
I must say, for a large plate though, there wasn't a lot on there. Like I'm looking at the photo now, and there was like a couple pieces of there was like 4 pieces of tofu. There was a lot of noodles. There was a portobello mushroom and then this crispy thing.
Oh my god, the portobello mushroom was so good.
There's a few like things scattered around the plate, but it's not like a huge plate, but it was really good.
And then we went for breakfast. It was really good. They did a tofu scramble for me, and I'm weird with my vegetables, but they did an awesome, just tofu and mushrooms. It was really good. One of the best scrambles I've ever had in my life. And I mean, everything on the buffet is really good too. And it's like so cheap. For like the 2 of us, it was like $35, like with my AP discount. And then my daughter, who's just over a year, she gets to eat free because she's under 3, and she eats a ton of food when she's there. They never charge us. They keep bringing her juice, and they never charge us for that. Like every time she throws her juice across the floor, they'll replace it. So it's really good. Probably it's one of my favorite places to go for sure.
Yeah, it is really good. And on the night of our engagement party too, they also brought us out a special strawberry shortcake dessert for our anniversary party. So that was really cool of them to do that. So it really was an awesome experience and something we'll remember forever. And I'm really glad that it really makes me happy that me and Caitlin love Trails End, because I think we're both on the same page when it comes to Trails End about it being one of our favorite restaurants on the property. It really is. Like, it's the great thing about Trails End is it has really good comfort food for me, like the fried chicken and the mashed potatoes and cornbread and all that stuff. And Ed will agree with that. It's comfort food stuff, and even the barbecue and all that. But it has stuff for Caitlin too, which is really good. And I found too recently from us going to a lot of the table service restaurants is they're very much accommodating when it comes to tofu dishes and things like that.
They are.
I wish that would transfer over to the counter service location. Because a lot of times, a lot of times these locations, table service locations don't have a tofu dish on the menu, but they have tofu in the back. And
Right.
something with tofu. So it would be nice. I mean, honestly, like tofu lasts forever. And they are gonna get I know there's a large amount of people that go to Disney because I've seen it. There's a group on Facebook called Veg Disney or Disney Veg or something like that. And there's a lot of people in that group that are looking for vegetarian options at Disney and that are looking for tofu because a salad doesn't cut it. There's no protein in a salad for a vegetarian. So getting that is not really that much of an option for a vegetarian. So if these places had tofu, and even if they offered a salad, even if they took their regular salad that they offer for as a vegetarian option and added tofu to it or something like that, they don't really have to do that much to the tofu to make palatable for someone who's vegetarian. So even just putting some sauce in it and having it marinated.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. They have kosher meals. I saw it firsthand for the first time. They have kosher meals, and the family goes and sits at a table, and they'll deliver the kosher meal. Takes a little bit. I feel like maybe they were waiting for 10 minutes or so for their kosher meal. And as a vegetarian, I would love, even if they got something frozen, like those things, they were like trays. I don't know if they were pre-frozen, whatever they were. And they brought it out. I wouldn't mind having that. Like, as long as they had an option that was just a little bit more accommodating.
Even if it transferred over from every counter service location. And
if it was the same thing, it wouldn't matter as long as there was an option.
Yeah, there's never an option, which is honestly kind of sad. So
it is.
It's just and I don't know. It's just interesting to see that, and I don't know. I just am I'm shocked that there's nothing available in the way of some sort of vegetarian tofu dish. I mean, it seems like, if you buy a block of tofu at the grocery store, it's like $2.99. So, if that, and a block of tofu can feed 2 people. So, I mean, if you're charging $10 for a tofu dish, I don't think your food cost is. I mean, you're not really cutting into your food costs here. How much is it costing you to do a burger and fries? With these toppings. So and also the fact that some of these locations have toppings bar where people just go nuts. I mean, look at Pecos Bills now. They have a new toppings bar. I mean, you could just go nuts there and just load up on toppings. So I don't think the food cost situation. I don't think it's a food cost thing here. I don't think stocking tofu. I mean, it's just amazing to me that all the table service locations have these tofu options, but the counter services do not. And I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me, but it is what it is. And I'm sure even with the kosher meals, it's a bit of a pain in the rear to get them to actually get these kosher meals out.
Right.
That was the first time in my 32 years of going to Disney that I've ever seen a kosher meal. I've never ever seen that before in my life. So, and things are getting better as far as the vegetarian meals are concerned, because some locations are offering things like the chicken, which they have now at the American Pavilion there. So, I mean, there's other dishes that you can get, around at these locations that are vegetarian, or vegan, or what have you. So and the other side of it is too. It's funny to me that the dishes they try so hard at Food and Wine to do vegetarian dishes. If you go to Food and Wine, the menus are actually labeled with what is vegetarian and what is not. But during regular times of the year, they're not marked. So it's just, the whole thing is just odd to me. I don't know. It's just odd. So I don't know. It's just weird.
I agree. It is weird.
All right. Well, unless there's anything you want to add, Ed.
Well, what?
I don't know if there's anything you want to say about Trails End or anything. You went to Trails End for dinner that
Chance
night.
of Rain.
How was dinner that night at Trails End?
Oh, it was great, like always.
Okay, well, there you go. So, okay, that's going to do it. I think that's going to do it.
Oh, okay. Before he ends the podcast, I do want to say something. So I did go to...
oh, that's right. You went out the other day. So
Disney
talk
Springs.
about...
I went to Disney Springs.
Okay, talk about that.
I just went around, just walked around, It looks awesome just went around. Okay,
Caitlin, we need to do that on Sunday, by the way.
We will.
And I'll tell you why you need to do it on Sunday in a second. But I want to say something. Here's a tip. Okay, if you're staying on now it's Hotel Boulevard, get off like you're going to Disney Springs when you and act like you're going to the parking garage. You get to the parking garage, right before it, there's a light, and you can exit that light right onto I can't think of the road.
Hotel Boulevard or Lake Buena Vista?
Yes, Lake Buena Vista, which will lead to Hotel Boulevard, and essentially you'll be missing 535.
Oh, that's a good bypass for that.
Yes.
And then you don't have to deal with all the traffic at Crossroads there.
Yes.
That's a really good bypass.
This is from 4. You take the 4
Oh, that's
exit.
a really good bypass.
Yes,
for that.
I just
So if let me explain to you what he's saying. You get off at there's an exit now on 4 that takes you right to Disney Springs. Get off right at that exit. There is a light before you actually get to Disney Springs, before you make that entrance into the garage, and you can take a right there if I'm not mistaken.
yes, you're gonna go this way.
You go right, and you can go down towards the there's a Lake Buena Vista Palace. There's the Hilton there. There's all those stuff going on there. So definitely that's an excellent tip. I did not know about that.
I didn't know about it too until I took the exit.
So what about Disney Springs? Anything else?
No, nothing new really. Nothing new open really. Went to see. I just went to walk around, see other stuff, see the construction. Construction looks nice. Check some of the live entertainment. I have to say, I really do like the live entertainment.
I do. I love the live entertainment at Downtown Disney.
The first one I saw, there's a saxophone guy by the name of John Black who actually, it's all instrumental, but he does like mainstream songs, modern mainstream songs.
Oh, I think I've seen this guy before. He's really good.
He's good, but the real show is he's selling a CD, but the guy behind the I guess the selling area, you would say, just is one heck of a dancer.
Oh, okay.
It's like that's like the real show. Like
Caitlin, we're seeing this on Sunday, whatever this is.
Okay.
Some sort of dancer guy at Disney Springs.
So it's kind of this next part. I was kind of leaving, and I happened to hear a guitar guy over in the food truck area. By the way, his name is Mitch. He only plays on Mondays, but he is really good.
Oh.
Here's his show.
Well, I'll have to see him on Sunday.
He just plays guitar and he takes requests.
Oh, that's awesome.
That is awesome.
And he plays like anything, and he'll try. Like one thing I liked is he tried. Like he just, if he doesn't know the song, he'll try his best, and he gets really close even if he doesn't know it. I said I wanted to hear some Pink Floyd. He didn't really know "Wish You Were Here." He didn't know the whole song, but he did as much as he could, and it was still good. And it was very diverse because he played like old country, for example. He played El Paso by Marty Robbins. He played like a lot of more rock stuff, but he also played country. And this you'll like, because you like Keith Urban. He played the song "I Want to Love Somebody."
Oh, I like that song. It's a good song.
Wait, when did this happen?
And this is at like around, I think.
No, I mean Keith Urban.
Oh, I've been to 2 Keith Urban concerts.
What were we?
I think we lost Caitlin.
Hello?
Yeah, we lost Caitlin.
Oh.
We lost Caitlin. I don't know where she was.
This wasn't just a set thing. These are just some of the songs.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Wait,
I'm
here.
just naming some of the songs.
I'm here.
Okay. I couldn't hear you.
I'm here.
Sorry, I couldn't.
Okay.
Hello. Hi, Caitlin.
Hi. I love you too. Gosh. Continue, Ed. What is the chance of rain today? Keep going.
Okay. No, the guy was really good. He like I said, he just takes requests, and it was just really good.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
really awesome.
I would definitely check him out. He was really good.
The entertainment at Downtown Disney Springs is actually really good.
Yes.
A lot of the stuff that I've heard there is actually really good. The didgeridoo guy is awesome.
I love the didgeridoo guy.
Right, he's good.
He had like a circle around him.
Mm-hmm, he always does, yeah.
And
right by the balloon there.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And right in front of him was the Ferrari guy.
Oh, that's cool.
So you had the didgeridoo guy right in front of him who was dancing, so there was a circle around him.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I love Disney Springs at night. It's so pretty at night there. It's like one of my favorite places. There's just so much going on. It's so electric and exciting. It's nice. All right. Before we go, I just want to mention one more time, if you didn't hear me say beforehand, if you don't know, I am now.
Now you know.
Yeah. I want to say first off, I want to say thank you to Caitlin for joining us. I don't know if you have anything that you want to add, Caitlin, before we go on here.
Just keep reading my wedding planning blog posts.
Okay.
And I want to thank my mom and my dad. And I'm just kidding. I'm good. Instagram too. And we're still looking for a wedding venue.
Weddings by Mickeyupdates on Instagram, in case you didn't know. I was trying to get Caitlin to say that, but
sorry. Weddings _by _Mickeyupdates, one word. Instagram. Sorry, I'm tired. I worked all day today. I'm exhausted.
So
gosh.
So before we go here, I want to mention again, if you didn't hear me mention it before that, I now do a radio show on Thursdays on WPRK 91.5 FM. We're not allowed to say FM on the radio, but 91.5 WPRK. You can listen to.
You do what?
Oh my god! All right. So check that out. You can listen on WPRK.org. There's a link on there to listen in the TuneIn app if you want to listen that way, or you can listen live on the radio if you live in Orlando, 91.5 on your FM dial, and you can hear me on the radio. So it's quite exciting. So, all right. I think that's going to do it for this week's show. I'm sorry that it's a short one, but we'll have more next week. So we got a lot of stuff we're going to check out. The water buffalo and a few other things we're going to check out.
Yes, we will.
Go to Disney Springs too.
Yay!
So, all right, guys, that's going to do it for this week's show. I want to thank you for joining us. I want to thank the ever so beautiful Caitlin for being here as well. She is the prettiest girl on the planet Earth, and we are all grateful by her presence on this podcast.
Well, I'm lucky to be here. You're the prettiest man.
He is totally the fairest of them.
I am pretty light skinned, so I burn really easy. So I am pretty fair.
All right, guys, we're gonna send you out with a little music here for Halloween, because it is Halloween coming up, and we'll send you out with this. So, all right, guys, thank you for joining us this week, and we shall see you next week.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, Ed.
All right, I want to thank the person who was giving me all the hearts on Periscope here. I think it was Sky Tyler. I want to thank you for that. 18,000 hearts. I do not deserve so many hearts. Sky Tyler, thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. I'm going to tilt my head so the camera looks upright because I tilted the camera. I apologize. All right, guys, we're going to cut it off. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for putting up with me and my sickness this week.